Deep in the Blackthorn Forest, under the light of the full moon, Sophia ruled as the werewolf queen. She was known for her beauty, strength, and sharp mind. Her pack loved her, not just because she was their leader, but because she was also their protector. Sophia had made it her mission to punish humans who did wrong, especially those who hurt the innocent. She hunted down the cruel, making sure justice was served. But with power comes jealousy. Sophia had enemies, many of them. Some were wolves who envied her position, but her most dangerous foes were a group of witches. These witches, led by Morgana, saw Sophia's power and beauty and wanted it for themselves. They feared her strength but were even more drawn to the idea of stealing it. Morgana and her coven hatched a plan to trap Sophia. They knew they couldn't defeat her in a fair fight, so they decided to trick her. The witches spread rumors about a village deep in the forest where terrible things were happening, children disappearing, innocent people being killed. Sophia, who couldn't stand to see others suffer, decided to investigate. When Sophia reached the village, it was eerily quiet. The houses were empty, and the air was thick with an unsettling silence. As she moved through the deserted streets, something felt wrong. Suddenly, the ground beneath her shifted, and dark roots burst from the earth, wrapping around her arms and legs, pulling her down. Sophia's heart pounded in her chest. She realized too late that it was a trap. Morgana and her witches stepped out from the shadows, their eyes filled with cold satisfaction. Finally, Morgana said with a cruel smile, "The mighty Sophia, brought down." The witches began to chant, and Sophia felt her power slipping away, draining from her body. Panic set in as she struggled to break free. She had never felt so weak, so helpless. Her pack depended on her, and she couldn't let them down. But the roots held her tight, and the witch's magic was too strong. Desperate, Sophia used the last of her strength to shift into a smaller form, turning into a shadowy wolf. She slipped through the roots just in time, reappearing behind Morgana. With one swift move, Sophia slashed her claws across Morgana's throat. The witch gasped, her spell breaking as she fell to the ground. The other witches screamed in fear, but Sophia was relentless. She attacked them one by one, driven by a mix of anger and fear. When the battle was over, Sophia stood alone among the bodies of the witches. Her breath was heavy, her heart aching from the fight. The power that had been drained from her slowly returned, but something was different. The dark magic of the witches had mingled with her own, making her stronger, but also filling her with a darkness she had never known. Sophia returned to her pack that night, but she wasn't the same. Her golden eyes, once warm and full of life, were now tinged with red. She had won the fight, but the experience had left her scarred. The darkness inside her whispered cruel things, urging her to seek revenge, to unleash her fury on anyone who dared cross her. Despite this, Sophia fought to stay true to herself. She continued to lead her pack, protecting them and the innocent. But there was a new edge to her, a coldness that hadn't been there before. The forest grew quiet after that night, as if it too feared what Sophia had become. Her enemies, those who had once plotted against her, slowly disappeared, leaving only rumors behind. Sophia ruled for many years, but the weight of her power and the darkness within her never left. She had saved her pack and defeated the witches, but she was forever changed. Her strength, once pure and just, now carried a shadow that she could never escape. Those who looked into her eyes saw the darkness that lurked within, a reminder of the night when she faced her greatest challenge and emerged stronger, but forever changed.
If you like this video, subscribe our channel.